2021 has been a difficult year for the world, most definitely a difficult year for our country. Many of us would have regrets and look back at what could have and should have been. Mistakes were made, as we are all human, and we all make mistakes. Unfortunately, the unforced errors made by some are the ones we would remember. Unforced errors that significantly impacted our lives. Some of these mistakes even costing the livelihood and lives of citizens of our country. So as much as we can look back at the good, bad, and indifferent events that impacted our lives and our country, the best way for us to move forward and look towards a new year is for all to learn from those mistakes, so we can minimize these errors to give us all a better chance at a brighter and more thriving year than the one presently closing. As we close this year, we have seen some who hold positions of authority needing to be reminded that they were placed in office to serve and to be in service of each and every citizen, and not utilize their office to be vindictive, bitter, arrogant, or as a platform to destroy others. Such actions only affect those to whom you swore an oath to serve. Then there are those who seem to have become completely consumed by an almost imperial, judicious, and authoritarian tone. One in particular, who from day one in office, instead of presenting uplifting and inspiring messages, utilize most opportunities to pontificate, condemn, and judge every citizen. Perhaps this office holder should now use the twilight of this year to judge herself so that she can be of better value to our nation in 2022. Others use this year to openly express and expose their bitterness to opponents in and out of Parliament, further dividing our country for their own personal agenda. Gone are the days of politicians past, who, though holding opposing views and agendas, never encourage hatred and division. I can speak personally to this, as in a year that saw us cutting every major crime by over 25% during the first half of this year, and heading for the homicide figure to be in the 200s, which would have been a first in over 2 decades. Instead, we lost our way, and the numbers would now reach the mid-400s. Was this bitterness, spite, and selfish thinking worth it? We cannot change the past, but we can learn from our mistakes to make this a better country in 2022. We can make Trinidad and Tobago safe again. More than that, we must begin to place our partisan perspectives aside and encourage a national transformation discussion. We require transformational leadership and thinking at every level. My wish for 2022 is for each and every one of us to look back at what we may have done incorrectly in 2021, learn from those mistakes, and apply those lessons to make 2022 a year for us to fondly remember. As for me, I too intend to learn from my mistakes, hence making me even better capable to serve my country. I have achieved and I have faulted, from being an army captain, to an opposition senator, to national security advisor, to Minister of National Security, to police commissioner. My next step in my own part to serve my country would be based on what you, the citizens, want from me. May God bless you and your family, and may God bless our nation in 2022.